Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review. Going back out to the Midwest. What is the exact? Lake Zurich, Illinois. Roaring Table. I've reviewed beers from them before on the channel. I've very much enjoyed their beers. This beer is called Shimmercut, and this is a California style IPA. This beer comes courtesy of Roaring Table. Ryan, I appreciate you sending this. We send each other beers all the time. Well, not all the time, but we've sent each other beers back and forth at the past. So it's always fun to check out. I mentioned it in the All American Burger video. Midwest takes on West Coast style IPA. So this is 6.4% alcohol by volume, and it says it's hopped with Apollo, Mosaic, Citra, and Enigma. I'm not very familiar with Apollo and Enigma, so I love Mosaic and I love Citra. I'm guessing this is fairly fresh. I just got this last week. I don't see a date anywhere on the can, but let's check it out. They're saying in the one New Year's video, I'm hoping West Coast IPA is making a comeback everywhere. And All American Burger, when I drank that from these guys, I loved it. It was really, really good. So I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be fun to check out Apollo and Enigma hops. So this beer has a chill haze on it. It is not crystal clear, but it's a clear beer. This is, I mean, it's light, it's straw yellow. I think it's the chill haze that's making it look cloudier than it is. But this is not like crystal clear. It's kind of has that like unfiltered IPA sort of a look that guys are doing these days. Definitely not hazy. It's not like the turkey gravy hopped cum kind of a thing, but it looks good. It's very vibrant, very bright, and there's a good finger of fluffy bright white head. It's kind of sudsy in the middle. I've been using this King Hippo glass this weekend, and I forgot how much I love it. It's just a beast of a glass. Let's shove our fat nose in this one, see what it's got. Make sure that's straight. What is that aroma? This beer smells, it smells good. I don't know what I'm smelling. I think it might be a little vegetal, like dark leafy greens. It definitely has like a citrus thing, but it's got like a good amount of, there's vegetal, I think is the best way to describe it. It's almost like we've talked about like dark kale or like cooked collard greens, like that kind of a thing. But there's like a citrus aspect to it. It's like bready and crackery with like a little bit of dankness in it. Maybe it's the hop that I'm smelling. This is much different than most of the new school West Coast IPAs. Those beers, a lot of them are super fruity. This one smells more old school to me, but I'm guessing it's the hop. So let's go and taste it. Ryan, cheers. Thanks, bro. Good amount of bitterness. Yeah. I mean, this beer tastes, it's like pithy, like grapefruit rind bitterness on the middle of your tongue. But this beer tastes green to me. It tastes vegetal. Like I said, dark leafy greens. It's got to be the Apollo hops that's doing that. This beer is light, spritzy, dry on the finish. It's crackery on the finish, a little bit of sweetness. But yeah, it's got a good bitterness, but it just doesn't have. I think it's got to be the Apollo and Enigma hops. I don't know much about those, and maybe I'm just not like the biggest fan of those hops. This is a well-made beer. This is a very easy drinking 6.4% IPA. It's, like I said, dry on the finish. It's thirst quenching. And it's got a nice, like, zesty, pithy bitterness middle of your tongue. But I feel like these hops, whatever Apollo and Enigma are, I feel like it's giving off an intense vegetal, like green earthy thing. And it's just not my favorite as far as like flavors of hops go. So if that makes any sense to anybody, I think this is a well-made beer and it represents the style very well. The actual flavor coming from these hops, I'm not the biggest fan of. Like that, the zesty kind of grapefruit, pithy thing on the middle of your tongue, I kind of wish that was more present. And it's showing, they use Citra, but I don't know how much Citra they use. I kind of wish for this one, Citra is my favorite hop of all time. I wish the Citra kind of took over more. But that and the Mosaic seem to just be kind of, I don't know, in the background of that intense, just green vegetable flavor from the other hops. So, yeah, I mean, this, like I said, this is a well-made beer. The flavors of those hops are not my favorite. So it's hard to say, like, I don't want people who are watching this to think that I think this beer sucks. It doesn't. I just don't think I'm a fan of Apollo and Enigma hops. That's all. So there was a California style double IPA that they sent too. So I'm looking forward to drinking that one too. Like I said, well-made beer, represents the style well. I don't think I'm a fan of Apollo and Enigma hops. So that's Shimmercut. Interested to see if people drank this, what you guys thought of it. Maybe this is an older can, I don't know. Maybe those other, maybe the Mosaic and the Citra was like more present when it was fresh. Time of recording, today's January 15th. So like I said, I'm guessing this is fairly fresh. It tastes very fresh, like bright. It's, vibrant. It's super, it's just really, really green. And when I say green, I don't mean hoppy. I mean like vegetable greens. So we'll leave that. I'm out of here. Appreciate you guys watching. See you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't